What's going on, fam? This is Jay Cameron inviting you to join us in Ethiopia next March 2025. And this is going to be an iconic trip that you don't want to miss, a trip of a lifetime. We're going to be visiting Addis Ababa, Gondor, Lalibela. You'll have a chance to taste the amazing Ethiopian food. You'll also have a chance to visit the Rastafarian community. You'll get the history, you'll get the fashion, you have an opportunity to shop. It's going to be a trip, an experience of a lifetime. So make sure you sign up to join us in Ethiopia, March 2025.
Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community. We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media, connecting the African diaspora one story at a time.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is Friday. It is Friday, and it is Sound Off Friday. Sound Off Friday. So what is Sound Off Friday? We couldn't do Sound Off Friday, but on my watch last week because we were dealing with the hurricane. No, I think I just got my power back, so we couldn't do Sound Off Friday. We're so behind, but now we back. So every Friday we're gonna do Sound Off Friday. You can call in and share your piece on the topic. You know, if you call in, you're unhinged, that's fine. We welcome that too. You know, we got to deal with the unhinged people sometime, right? So, hey, this is your time. This is your time to shine. Only thing I would say is if you call in and you want to disagree with something or whatever, just have some decorum. That's all. Just have some decorum. Let's have a conversation. If you write on something, say, you know what? You're right. You know, I don't mind saying somebody's right about something. So, you made it to the end of the week. With that being said, we have 11 spots left on the Ethiopia trip. Make sure it's Friday. Some people get paid today. So if you've been thinking about it, make sure you put down your deposit. Bring your kids. That's always great to bring your kids on trips like this with like-minded people that want to go on a trip like this. Now, if you're the type of person you don't want to go nowhere, that's fine. Stay exactly where you're at. And we want you to do good where you're at. But the people that want to travel, this is what this is for. Also, make sure you download the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store. The app supports the show and helps us to try to, we want to get the app up more and with more membership so we can expand, so we can bring some more people in. We definitely like to hire more people to come in and do things because, like I said, we still got a whole lot of things that we need to do, but it takes funding to bring more people in. So that's what a lot of that is for, payroll, operations, things like that. So that's really support. Now, this platform that we're on right now, that goes up and down. It's not a set price. It's not a guarantee. Certain things we may not be able to talk about. Sometimes you got to take streams down. I've done that, but it's on the app. So we always simultaneously streaming on the app as we're doing here. So here we could take it down, after we're done, we take it down, but I just want to let y'all know that. All right, not to take too long, in the comments, I have an pinned comment at the top. It'll be the link. And when I go to that, I'll let you know. But, so yeah, let you know that. So let's go on and get to a devotional. I don't really have too much more I need to say right now. But let me get to what do you like to do tonight. I'm trying to think, should we do the blooper reel or what do we do this week? I'm trying to think. Well, that one's a little longer, so I'll go ahead and do that one. Yeah, we'll do the blooper reel again. If you didn't see it before, you'll see it right now, and here we go.
Hi, everyone. I just want to let you know that as Diaspora. Hi, everyone. I just want to let you guys know that as Diaspora News Channel, At African Diaspora News Channel, I'm gonna f it up. Let me read. At African Diaspora News Channel, we tell stories, we cover stories that At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that are not receiving mainstream attention, and we serve as a voice for the global community. Okay, let me do it for the last time. Yes. African Diaspora News Channel. Sure. Can I keep trying until you get it right? Yeah. Hey. Can I do another take? That would be for safe. Can I just take it from the top and we just see so that you can just use the right parts, match it? So I'll take it from the top and I'll mention the South Africa and the US part. Okay. Thank you. I did. It just ran out of my mind. At African Diaspora News Channel, okay. How do I pronounce this? Can I proceed? Yes. From all the way from South Africa. Coming from all the way from South Africa to the US and all the globe.
Quiet on set. Quiet on set.
From South Africa and at Africa Diaspora News Channel, we create. At Africa Diaspora Channel, we cover the stories that don't receive a mainstream. At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Sister Neo there. She does a lot of help with it for us behind the scenes, actually in South Africa. So shout out to Sister Neo for all her help and things that she has arranged and things that she's working on to help us do some expansion in South Africa. Shout out to her. All right. So somebody talked to me about you making a comment about books. I have so many ideas in my head about that, but really I wanted to expand past books. And I have so many ideas in my head, like for documentaries, but more so like I was thinking mini docs, because mini docs is something that's quick. It doesn't take long. Or if I do it, maybe a series, but it's something I will feature on the app. It wouldn't be featured on YouTube, I would say, because we got to give exclusive content to the app. So that's things I've been thinking about. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right. So why do we title this tonight, The Democrat Civil War? Well, I'm pretty sure you've been hearing a lot of calls for Joe Biden to leave the race. We have heard that Nancy Pelosi is telling Joe Biden, you just need to go. Not even Barack Hussein Obama. They golden a child. Now he's saying that Biden needs to go. And the donors in the Democrat Party saying Biden needs to go. After Trump, was almost assassinated, they got quiet maybe for a couple of days, but they ratcheted right back up. So they want Biden to go. But Boule Martin and the gang, oh my God. Boule Martin looked like he wanted to cry what I seen the other day with him. And I had to think about it, why Boule Martin is so nervous. D.L. Hughley, he's upset, he's nervous. Well, there's a lot tied to the Biden-Harris administration for them. That's what they get they bread from. And if Biden gone, well, what they gonna do? So yeah, they nervous. All of the Boule members are nervous. The Congressional Black Caucus, the one of them, the one lady, I think it was Joyce Beatty is her name, said that they being pressured by the party to come out and say Biden needs to go, but they are holding on to Biden, the Congressional Black Caucus. Latasha Brown from Black Voters Matter, which is a Democrat organization. Even though it say Black voters, I'm like, listen, I'm cool with Black voters. Hey, registering people to vote, I'm great with that. Hell, that's something that I could, support. But when I see you nothing but a Democrat operation, I just can't support that at that point. We don't need any kind of partisan politics. But so they're having a Democrat civil war right now. On top of that, they don't want to. This is the issue they got. So Biden has $100 million just sitting there, like, for him. If Biden would just say, okay, I'm going to step out and I'm just going to finish my term, but Kamala's going to be the front runner, Kamala could take that $100 million and run with it. They clearly don't want Kamala. So all $100 million that was raised for Biden, that would be basically gone. They would have to start over with a new candidate from scratch, literally, and start a whole new campaign a couple of months out before the election. This is how crazy it is. And I'm like, I have an idea about something about the Kamala situation, but let me go ahead and play a video of your boy, Van Jones, and another video behind it. But I just have this particular theory about something. But let me go ahead and roll this real quick. Let me get to this video. Where is it? Hold on, it's further up. All right, here we go.
Bullet couldn't stop Trump. A virus just stopped Biden. You've got the nominees of this party getting their butts kissed. Biden's getting his butt kicked by his own party. The Democrats are coming apart. The Republicans are coming together.
We are learning tonight that throughout the course of this week, as we've seen the public words from former Speaker Nancy Pelosi, we're learning that she has had a private conversation earlier this week with former President Barack Obama. They have talked about this matter. We do not know exactly the contents of that private conversation, but we do know, talking to a variety of Democrats in a news story just posted moments ago, Isaac Devera and I talked to many Democrats who are looking to Pelosi and Obama to sort of find a way out of this infighting and crisis that has dominated the Democratic Party. Now, they have intentionally given the president his space and his time on this, but we have seen Speaker Pelosi's very carefully calibrated words. But the new information we are learning that she has had a conversation, perhaps more than one of them, with Barack Obama. Of course, this is very fraught for former President Barack Obama. He has a friendly and loyal relationship with President Biden, but it's also a searing one dating back to 2015 when he urged him not to run for president then against Hillary Clinton. That still hangs over all of this. I'm told he does not want to be too assertive. He does not want to push too much. But it is clear that many Democrats are looking to them to sort of find a way out here.
All right. So your boy Van Jones, he said that, a bullet, couldn't stop Trump, but COVID stopped Biden. All right. I mean, boy, that was a statement. You would think Van Jones was working on Fox News saying something like that. But this is also the kicker. Now, Kamala Harris, as we know, Vice President Kamala Harris is not a Black American or some people would say foundational Black American. She's not that. She's of East Indian descent. She's of Jamaican descent. But at the end of the day, what we're seeing is that her Democrat Party that propped her up, they don't want her to be the president of the United States, even though it showed that she polls actually a lot higher than Biden does in a race against Donald Trump. It's actually kind of close. So you would think, well, we got the $100 million. We want Biden to step down, and we could transfer this over to Kamala, and let's see what we do with Kamala on that, right? That would kind of almost be logical, but you have to understand, racism, white supremacy is not a logical operation. They do not want Kamala to be the president of the United States, period. I've seen that now, right? They don't want that. I'm not saying I want Kamala to be president. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about their party. They rather lose the election and let Donald Trump become president than Kamala become president of the United States. They'd rather get a whole new candidate, the donor class that's the elites in the Democrat Party, rather throw more money out to a new candidate, and they rather split their party, because I'm telling you what's going to happen. If they go by Kamala, all the Democrat shields and all the hardcore black Democrats that love Kamala, because you got some black Democrats that love Kamala. I don't care what y'all say about her. They love her. That's going to make them choose the couch. They're not going to come out and vote for whoever this candidate is. So they stuck with, okay, if Biden get back in office, let's say he beat Trump, he get back in office, you see his condition, he may leave in a year or two. If he leaves in a year or two, you know, for whatever the reason, maybe his health or whatever, he leaves office, then Kamala would assume the role as president. Then she'll assume the role as president. Let's say he leaves in year two. Kamala will be the president for 2 years. Then she tries to run. Let's say she wins, right? Then you have 4 years of Kamala, and then for some reason she wins again. You can have a potential 10 years of Kamala Harris as your president of the United States. I'm just talking about how the Democrats can look at it. They don't want her. We're not talking about y'all. We're not talking about voters. We're just talking about the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party do not want that. They want Biden to step down. They rather say, look, we lost 100 million. We all right with it, right? We got more money over here to raise up. But my thing is, who you going to put into place? Gavin Newsom, you're going to lose. Because first of all, look how Gavin Newsom does in California. That recent law Gavin Newsom signed about teachers don't have to tell parents about their children, talking about trans things. You know what I'm saying? It's things like that that may work. And I can't even say it's working in California because a lot of California parents are pissed, right? You get out of that bubble of California, you try to bring that to the country, Gavin Newsom's done. Who else gonna run? Gretchen Whitmer, they mentioning? No, she's not gonna win. Nobody barely know who she is. That's first and foremost. And she was the lockdown queen. So yeah, people gonna remember that. Who else they mentioning? Governor Pritzker in freaking Illinois? No, nobody gonna vote for him either. I can tell you that right now. They mentioning Michelle Obama. I guess they gonna beg her. Who they gonna run? Like, you can't bring a nobody from somewhere because you don't have the time to bring the profile of a nobody. They mentioned, oh, what about Wes Moore? He's just getting started, literally. Nobody trusts Wes Moore like that. You know, Wes Moore, when I know I'm about to say something some people may not like. I just got that old school thing in my head what old people told me is that you got to be leery of a black man that shave his mustache and smile too much in these folks' face. I'm not saying that if you shave your mustache, you sell out. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Don't email me because I'm not going to respond to it. But that's just what the old people saying. Wes Moore smiling in these people's face a little too much. I always say the Democrats are comfortable with you, then you definitely not going to do nothing for black Americans. That's for sure. You got to be pro-open borders. You got to be pro everybody else except black America. So even if you put him up, right, and he's comfortable, he's comfortable, you know, he doesn't seem like he's a threat at all to the power structure. Black America really not going to get behind him. You could use that, I'm the only black governor in America. So that's where we at with it now. Like, so that don't work no more that you could say I'm the only black. What does that mean? It's like, you tell me that when we benefit from that. That's when black people specifically benefit, then you could tell me that. I say, okay, man, I'm gonna vote for him because at least I'll get something out of it, right? So who are they gonna put into place? But I'm telling you, Boule Martin, I've never seen him so shook. I'm telling you, Boule Martin looked like he wanted to cry. D.L. Hughley looked like he was about to have an aneurysm. Like, boy, they are really making them upset right now. I'm like, man, it's like, is the money about to dry up that quick, y'all? The money about to go? Y'all worried? Y'all not gonna have no access in the party no more? My Lord. But why did you mention that crazy woman? Talking about putting up, I see you still about mentioning Sexy Red. Okay, all right, I guess. But you say you talking about Wes Moore just popped out of nowhere? Yeah. And we have to, and didn't we learn from that mess with Obama if you see these candidates pop up out of nowhere, you don't know where they come from. Like, oh no, you've been cultivated, bruh. No. We rather deal with somebody we all know. We don't want to deal with somebody we don't know just come out of nowhere and they have no track record. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, I don't want to take too long talking. I can talk the whole hour on my own. There's a link in the pinned comment up there. You can click that link if you would like to come up. The deal is, if you're not on camera, at least at the bottom, got to see that you are a real person. And that if I call your name to show you, like, if you don't want to be on camera, and that's fine. Let's just have a conversation about the topic and everything. But it's let me get to my screen here. Let me see. Okay, let's see one person down there so far. Let me go to my separate screen. It's Kiare. Is that? Are you down there, Kiare? I don't see you on the screen. I'm just looking down here now before I switch screens. Kiare, that's in the back. You got to get on camera behind the scenes there so I can see you a real person. And while I wait for a few more people to get on down there, the way I'm looking at it right now is like, I think the Democrats would rather Trump win at this point than allow Kamala to even have a chance. And that's interesting that they'd rather Kamala than have Donald Trump in office. It's quite interesting. But to me, seems like the Democrats are giving Kamala the black treatment. You understand what I'm saying? See, listen, black immigrants, listen to me. No matter where you come from, listen. They play this game with you. I'm talking about the folks. They like to play this game with y'all. And they really like get y'all real good with this. So they'll tell y'all better than black Americans. Y'all so much smarter. Even though when they import y'all here, they import the top of the top from your homeland for the most part. Like when they really picking people, they try to get people who was very smart in their homeland. That's why they talk about, for instance, in the continent of Africa, that the brain drain. They're taking the smartest people and importing them here. That'll be like me taking the smartest of black America, the most intelligent of black America. If I take 1,000 black American families, import them to any country, they would do better than the average person in that said country because they are the top of the top. You understand? So if I take a Neil deGrasse Tyson and import him to any country, that brother was the top of the top here. You think he wouldn't be the top of the top anywhere he goes? And then try to compare him, who's one of the best of black America, to the average person who's just working class person in that said country, and say, why does people like him do so much better when they came over here than the people that have been here for hundreds of years? Well, you're not comparing him to the average citizen. You comparing, he's like the top of the top where he come from. You understand what I'm saying? Like they are the anomaly. They're not the norm. Now, you want to accurately compare, take an average working class person, bring them somewhere else, and let's see how they perform then. But anyway, let me not go there. So they gaslight you and tell you so much better. Oh, you're so successful. And I always ask that question, what do you mean by somebody successful? What do you define as success? What are you doing that black Americans aren't currently doing or haven't done in this country since its existence? Like what are you doing that's so successful that we just never attained? You know what I'm saying? That's why I like to ask them, and not to be mean, like, what do you define as success? Now, if I go be mean about it, I don't want to start roasting when I say what's success, because we know certain things could be successful to certain people that are not used to it, right? So what do you define as success? I'm always trying to figure that out. But they tell you you're so successful, you're so much better, but then at the end of the day, they may elevate you past black Americans. But they're going to treat you no different than black Americans when the rubber meets the road. Because Kamala is literally getting a black treatment. It should be a no-brainer to say, hey, we're going to go with Kamala, right? I mean, it makes sense. And it didn't matter if Kamala's husband is a white Jewish man. Didn't matter about that. They still look at her as black. Period. And she gonna find out. She probably slowly finding out right now. All right. So how I'm gonna do it. I'll bring on one man, one woman. That's usually how I do it, back and forth. So let me see here. Let me switch screens. I see some people down here now. All right, we switching screens, and let me go ahead and add myself there. So Judge Dreads, I'll be going to you first, sir. Judge Dreads. Okay, he clicked off. All right.
Let me switch screens.
Miss Kitty Catty MC.
All right. Switch the screen.
Gotta turn your thing down, Miss Kitty Cat.
Yeah, I realized that now. Okay.
You're on the line.
All right.
All right, Miss Kitty Cat. So you see the title. You see what's going on. What do you think about that? You think they're gonna force Biden out?
I think they are going to force Biden out. I think they're going to. They probably won't force him out, but I think they're going to use him to become the front man again, and they're going to raise Kamala Harris up after that, and she will become the president. I feel like Obama was already helping Joe Biden, so Kamala plus Obama, that's going to be. I feel like that's going to be the go-to thing that they're going to do. Like, I really hate to say it because Obama was not good for Black America. I know some people might hate that I said that. He was better for LGBTQ. He was better for them than he was for us. So I don't feel like they're going to, just kick him out and make him sit down. I think if they do anything, they're going to raise Kamala Harris up to be the president. Of course, they don't like her. She's not quite African American, but she's Jamaican. She's Indian. You know what I'm saying? So she's black looking. She's not quite black, but I feel like they're going to get Biden in there, slide him in with a landslide, because everybody is talking about Project 25 right now. Project 25. Everybody don't be with Trump. They don't want Trump. I mean, personally, I want Trump, but I don't think he's going to make it. I really don't.
Okay, well, let me ask some questions. So you say you want Trump. Why?
I wanted Trump because when he was in office, it was just more money for the community. It was like he was the president of everybody. You know what I'm saying? He was the president of America. He thought about America first. Like Joe Biden doesn't think about America first. He thinks about Israel first. He thinks about Ukraine first. He gave all that money to them when he could have been, he's supposed to give a stimulus check back to America. He never did that. He never did what he was supposed to do. He's not thinking about America right now. And I'm just like, I would rather Donald Trump, because when Donald Trump came back, he's thinking about making the economy great. Although he keep on saying making America great again, he gave HBCs millions. He was just doing stuff that nobody, I'd rather have somebody that I know that's a bigot or racist to my face, you know what I'm saying, than to have somebody that's smiling in my face like Joe Biden, knowing that he don't like black people, knowing how many black men he locked up back in the day. Like, I just rather have somebody up front and personally that I know that don't like me than somebody who smile in my face and then snaking me behind. That's just me.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you like Donald Trump or you like the Republican Party?
Well, my morals and my standards is more with the Republican Party. I'm against abortion. I'm pro-life. Um, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I'm pro-life. Like the things that Christianity, all of that, I stand with that, those principles. And the Democrats, they just don't have any principles to me. To me, they just whatever. They say what they're going to do. They say they're going to do one thing, then they don't do it. They panderize, pretend like they're your friends. Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that for you, we're going to make it great. And then they just snake you. I just cannot stand that. Just be truthful. Tell me what you're going to do. Like, we all live here in America, black, white, Hispanic, and everybody. If you thinking about the country and making the country great, that's going to work for everybody. Just like when Trump was out
Well,
here.
let me ask you one last question. Were you a Democrat or were you Republican? How were you raised?
I've always been a Democrat, but I recently just changed to a Republican. It's crazy.
Well, when did the change happen and what sparked that?
The change happened after Joe Biden. I was just done. I was done. Because I voted for Trump again. I voted for Trump, Donald Trump to win. Once he didn't win, I was just like, I'm tired of this Democrat party. I'm tired of them. Like, black people, our ancestors have been voting with the Democrats for 80 years.
Mm-hmm.
What do we have to show for? We don't even have a lynching bill. They went and got a bill for the Asians over us. Oh man, I'm done. I hurried up and left them. I'm Republican now.
Okay, all right. You are the backbone that has left the Democrat Party. I've been hearing more of the backbone been leaving.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Well, all right.
I'm done with them.
All right, sister. Well, I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for coming up.
All right.
All right. Let's see who would be next. Let me see here. Biko.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, brother?
Doing okay here in Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. Okay. All right. So the same question. You think they gonna force Biden out?
If they don't force him out and he runs, it doesn't make that much difference. I didn't vote for him for the first time. I haven't voted since Obama 2008. I haven't seen anybody vote.
You say you haven't voted for Democrats since Obama?
His first term. Then I saw his first term, and I haven't voted since for president.
Why you didn't vote for him in the second term?
I looked at what he was doing over in Libya and his policies as far as black people. So that wasn't a goal for me. Even though I'm a baby boomer, I'm pretty much an independent. So if I vote this time, it'll probably be for Trump.
Okay, so it probably be Trump. So what made you say, you know what, I'm going to vote? Let me ask you a question. In 2020, how did you feel about Trump?
I didn't feel that. It was a toss. I felt better about him than Biden, but I couldn't bring myself to vote for him because I didn't vote for Warnock or Ossoff too because I didn't think they were going to do anything for black people when they didn't.
Yeah, you got to see that already. Ain't done nothing for black people. So basically, you chose the couch in 2020.
Yeah, 2020 now. What is it? Warnock is contacting me now, and I said, no, I'm gonna vote for a Republican against you. I'm trying to get you out, man.
Oh, so Warnock is coming up. What is it? This election?
This election, talking about we got to support Biden. I said, you better worry about yourself because I'm not voting for you.
Yeah. Get Warnock out the paint too. Yeah. But then the Democrats in Georgia, what happened to that sister that was on the state rep, Misha Maynard? What happened with her?
It's like she's just disappeared. I haven't heard anything about her since she went Republican.
Yeah, because I actually reached out to her a couple of times, but, we wanted to go. I'm like, look, I traveled to Georgia, go sit down with you. I wanted to hear the story. I want to know what happened. Why did you switch? And the reason why, I want to know why people are switching, because you have to understand, people that's been lifelong Democrats are switching now. Like y'all don't realize how, this is something that's just different. This is almost like unprecedented how many black people that we're speaking to that's been lifelong Democrats and say, man, I'm done. I'm getting away from them. I mean, nobody's talking about that aspect of it. Brother, why do you think they're not talking about that?
They just don't want to wake more people up because it's more than what they're saying right now. Because you figure a baby boomer like me in Atlanta, Georgia, is voting for Trump. There's got to be a big difference in what the policies going on. Stacey Abrams, I didn't vote for her either because I knew what she was about. She was talking about no reparations and I didn't vote for her or Kemp. If I had a voter, I probably would have voted for Brian Kemp.
Okay, and I heard some brothers actually voted for Brian Kemp over Stacey Abrams because they felt kind of disrespected in Georgia, some of the things that she was saying to black men.
Oh, yeah, she was always running away from the young black men that were asking her for about a reparation. Oh, she's running away, like Warnock was.
Yeah, but you know what, brother? You know, like, that's why they're so mad at us as black men, just as a whole, because black men started that exodus away from the Democrat Party. And I said before it happened, you just had the previous sister come up here. I said that if black men walk away, it won't be long for black women go too.
That's a good example because my immediate family, they depend on me for the politics. So they're sitting out.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's all right, brother. I appreciate you for coming up and thank you for sharing.
Okay, take care.
All righty. All right, Sarah down there. Sarah, could you get on the screen there, Sarah? That way I can just see you are a human being. Before I let you up, if your camera is working, Sarah. All right. Well, you know what, Sarah? Sarah, click it one more time so I can see. All right, got you. All right, Sarah, you up?
Hello, Phil. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, Sarah. How you making it? So, same question. You think they're gonna force out Biden?
Of course, they're going to. He has.
Why
to.
you think that?
I mean, right now, the way I see it, he's not gonna win, and even though if he stays, he's gonna lose. And putting Kamala up there, I'm not a fan of her because a lot of things they told me about what she did to black men in California, how she locked a lot of black men up in California. I'm a paralegal, and they told me all the stuff she did to black men in California. I don't like her. No.
Okay, you don't like her. So, do you think if they choose someone else, who you think they would choose, and would they be Trump?
I think we need someone more center. Because I'm an independent voter. They need someone center. Like, the one election I actually wanted on the ticket to win was Dean Phillips. Because he was more center. And he was actually more aligned with what I want. Like, closed borders. And he was more, I don't know how to put it, he was more understanding about helping the country more than helping other people, other nations. That's why. But other than that, if he's not running, they're not going to pick Dean. I'm picking Trump.
Okay, all right. So people, they were showing a poll that Robert Kennedy, in a head-to-head against Trump, they were saying, at least this poll, that he actually polled higher against Trump. Do you think that they would try to push Robert Kennedy?
I mean, I don't know much about him, but a lot of people want Westmore because I live in Maryland, and I don't know much about Westmore, but Westmore used to be one of the Baltimore politicians, and I didn't hear nothing nice about Westmore. Oh, I just heard, but I don't know for sure because the way Baltimore is, no. I don't like progressive to be president. No. Progressive, especially progressive Democrat like AOC, they're trying to like run the country to the ground. People want Gavin Newman. I say if Gavin Newman is president, I will leave.
Oh, Gavin Newsom.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want President AOC?
No. Man, Obama helped her people more. Like when people say he benefited, LBGT benefited from him, Latino benefited from him too. What about the DACA bill?
Yeah.
Nobody asked that.
Yeah, and AOC, if she get in there, you know, she definitely gonna be cutting for her community.
Yeah.
But Sarah, I thank you for coming up, Sarah. I greatly appreciate it.
You too.
All right. Kiare, what's going on, brother? I remember you, brother. You at work?
Yeah, speaker.
I can't hear you.
Oh, hello. Do you hear me?
Can't hear you, brother.
Oh, hold on.
All right, if I can't hear you, you can't operate the thing. I'm about to get you off. Okay. Judge Dreads, what's up, brother?
What's going on, big homie?
Oh man, it's all right, man. You say, man, what state you in, brother?
I live in Houston, man. I used to live in Northwood Manor, man.
Okay, all right. Well, shout out to you.
H-Town, baby. H-Town, you know it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you think the Democrats gonna remove Biden?
Man, everybody know I'm really not a Trump supporter or a Republican, but look like the Democrats is washed, man. I think they in disarray. You know what I'm saying? The gate done fell down on them, and they don't know what to do. Because Biden, man, if you watch Biden when he got on that airplane, Biden looked like he was broke, cuz. He looked like a broken man. I knew it was the end then, just like he was just broke. So I can't see where they, like you say, they ain't got nobody that could come in and take over at this point in the game. How far are we off from November? They got to get money.
Man,
they got to get a strategy up.
But man, I saw Biden walking. They said that, he just has mild symptoms. When I seen Biden, the way he was walking, bro, I had COVID. I don't know if you had it. And bro, them body aches were so intense with COVID that I had. Shoot. When he walking like that, I said, nah, he hurting. He hurting.
Say, but peep this here though. Is he really sick, or is that the gateway to get on out of there? Remember, he said if the doctor told him he couldn't run, that's the only way he was gonna drop. It might be a play to just get on out, where he can hold his head up a little bit. Well, I'm too sick, I'm gonna get up, instead of just quitting, right? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. But it looked like Kamala is the one that's campaigning right now.
But COVID. But why would they use COVID? Wouldn't they talk about? Because basically everybody see he's dealing with some sort of dementia or Alzheimer's or something. We all see that.
But you don't want to admit that. The man don't. He don't want to admit that. Who gonna say, man? I'm senile. Who gonna say that? The man do got a little pride. Now you gotta give him a little pride. COVID is the best lick because you can't really prove it. He ain't really got to go to the hospital. And like I said, it looked like Kamala the one really on the campaign trail now. Look like she done took over the campaign trail, so that's the play. But Kamala can't beat Trump, man. Let's keep it a buck. She can't beat Trump, man. Much as I'm a military guy. I'm not political, man. In fact, I don't think the vote is something that we should even be worrying about. We ain't never got nothing worrying about voting, man. So I don't care about that. Our vote don't even elect the president. Why are we stressing over the vote? Because that's a participation trophy. The popular vote don't mean nothing. You just get a badge, say you voted. So why are we stressing over who to vote for? I'm not really with the two plantation system. One plantation, you still a slave no matter what plantation you on. Nobody is trying to cut that check. What we really voting for? I say let them white folks have their little whatever get down, they gonna get down, and we just sit back and watch the fireworks. That's what I say. Cause they need us. They need us because they divided 50-50 down the middle, right? So all the rest of them people don't vote like that. Latinos don't vote like that.
Let me tell you this though. They don't see it that way about us because I don't know if you pay attention this election. It's the Democrats and the Republicans trying to get black folks to vote for them. This time. And so I don't think it's like what you just saying, like, forget they don't care about that. That's their situation, that's whatever. Now, we know about the popular vote. We know about the electoral college. We know that. But real talk, the way they pressing black people and because we undercounted in this country anyway. When they tell you, black people, 15% of the vote, 15% of the population. I personally believe we 25 to 30% of the population. The reason why I think that is because based off of how much they target us when it comes to voting.
But that's just every 4 years, though. We out of pocket if it ain't voting time. So to me, that's a play. Once again, that's a play, man. That's a play. They don't want to talk about us when we talking about cutting them checks. Why you want to talk to me now? Why they not worried about who Latinos vote for? Why they not worrying about who?
Because actually more than half of them can't vote. Even though they got larger numbers than black people do,
they got receipts though. They got receipts. So they don't have to vote. So you telling me we gonna get something for voting, and the other folks, they just show up and get whatever they want.
Well, but you know why that happens?
They got the numbers.
No. Asians got less numbers than we do, and they get more out of the government. Look, didn't Biden give them a hate crime bill? They got less numbers than we do.
He did, but they got businesses, man. Money talk.
No,
they got business.
Bruh, look, it's like this. Our politicians don't advocate for Black Americans. They advocate for every other group out there. Our Black politicians was out there talking about stop Asian hate. Our politicians are talking about immigration, and Trump is so evil because he don't want immigration and all of that. Our politicians don't even stomp for reparations. All the things that you're talking about, our politicians don't stomp for it. They advocate for everybody else but us. So how could, that's why they get it. Our politicians co-sign them getting something.
Because they ain't gonna let nobody reel up in there anyway, man. They already compromised. If you see a Black person on TV, and we know this, they probably married to Zaddy or Boulay, or they compromised. We don't see nobody that's real on there. We thought Obama was real for 8 years, right? We thought Obama was real.
Hold on, brother. When we gonna take personal responsibility and say, look, in our districts, you know what? We all gonna get registered to vote. We gonna make it, and we gonna get somebody from the grassroots that we know. Like, for instance, you got somebody local in Houston that's in the street that you know who they are. They solidified in the community. Say, okay, we gonna vote for this person, and say, hey man, hey sis, why don't you run for Congress? We're going to donate to you. We're going to run and be behind you and do whatever we got to do to get you elected versus bringing Sheila Jackson Lee back up there.
I don't know nobody like that. I don't know nobody like that.
Nobody in the community that could run.
Nah.
I mean, it's plenty of people. I mean, shoot. I mean, Brother Derek Muhammad, he's a good brother. He could run. I mean, like
they not political though. The Muslims ain't political though. Huh? They not political like the Muslims ain't political like that though.
Man,
right?
Look, they got Muslims that's in public office. Oh yes, they do. They got Muslims in public office. Oh yes, they do. And because there's nothing wrong with being in public office, right? So let's say you convince Brother Derek Muhammad to run, right? And everybody get behind Brother Derek Muhammad. Everybody donate money to his campaign. And everybody in the community just go, all Black people, just go vote for him and get, let's say if he's in Sheila's district or Al Green's district. That's how you got to do it. You got to pick somebody that's known in the community. Everybody got to be registered to vote. You can't sit it out. And that's how you start making change. You got to start local first, then you work your way up. We can't just, the top of the ticket is one thing, but actually your local politics is going to affect you more than any other place. So
but there's one caveat
personal responsibility as a community to get involved.
There's one caveat. You live in Houston, you know it's gerrymandered. You notice people like Ted Cruz, they don't even run political ads because they know they good. They don't even run an ad, right? So it's so gerrymandered. A Democrat gonna win in their district and a Republican gonna win in theirs. That's pretty much how it's set up, right? You know that.
Yeah, well, okay, if you want to mention the Ted Cruz thing, yeah, Democrat going to have a hard time winning in Texas. I mean, just bottom line.
Well, they got your boy running again. They got a Black man running against him now, right? But I don't really trust him because I don't see him talking to nobody Black. I see him, talking to them folks. His mama is a white woman, so we already know what path he on, right? So
what's
I'll be like,
nah, name so I can look him up?
I don't even know that dude. He come on commercial. I still don't even know what his name is. Cause once I found out his mama was a white woman, I pretty much tuned him out.
Well, I mean, he can't
but
help
you right though. I don't
bro.
think
I mean,
Cruz got Abbott and all them behind him. Man, he ain't going nowhere. So I agree with you on that. I don't see where anybody could take him out. If what's his name, old boy, the white boy ran by him, had $1 billion, couldn't beat him. That's a wrap.
Oh, you talking about O'Rourke?
The young, yeah, O'Rourke. O'Rourke couldn't get him, but see, O'Rourke, what his mistake was, he played nice guy to the very end, and it was too late when he tried to tighten up his game.
Yeah.
Texas is not nice guy politics,
Well,
bro. You got to get
I
down and
wouldn't go
dirty.
vote for O'Rourke because O'Rourke was open borders, and I just wouldn't. I will not
I
support no
just want to
candidate
see
that's open borders.
somebody
I'm
else,
sorry, I'm not.
man, except these Republicans running. Look at what we doing after this hurricane, man. I tell you, I don't know what your situation is. It ain't no help out there. If you need food right now, these people have you call and play. They get on TV talking about they got this fund. You can't get nothing even. You can't get $1 to buy about a pack of ramen soups, man. Abbott has gone to the RNC. He stayed here a hot minute, made a bunch of speeches and ran off again. I need to see some more leadership, man. Somebody, I don't care who you is.
Yeah,
do something
when it comes
for
to
Texas,
that,
man.
Abbott and all that situation. I mean, they had more than one person running against Abbott. You know, if people wanted Abbott out like that, they could have ran. They could have, even if you're probably gonna get another Republican probably, but you can get rid of Abbott. That's what I'm saying. They had more than just Abbott running in the last election. So
yeah, but they was nobody.
Anyway, brother,
so
let me go ahead and get some other people on, and I greatly appreciate you coming.
All right, man.
All right, brother. All right, let's see who we got down here. Okay, Sister Gina, how you doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, terrific. So to answer your question, will Biden be forced out of the race by the Democrats? I absolutely do think that they're trying to run him out.
Okay.
And so I'm hearing things. I'm hearing that there's some sort of echo on this end.
You got an echo?
Yeah, it might be something in my setting.
Do you have your speakers turned up?
Let me see here.
Because I got you pretty low on my side.
Okay, well, can you hear me now?
Oh, I hear you just fine.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I do think that they're trying to run him out. I think that there's a game being played right now. But what I am hearing, I listen to a lot of the political pundits and some Democratic strategists and Mark Halburn and a lot of those people, and they're saying that they do basically they are trying to get him out because they don't want her. Because if he were to win next year, he's not going to finish. I mean, if he were to win this year, he's not going to be able to finish off 4 years, and then they would have her. Mm-hmm. So they really don't want her. Now, that's what I'm hearing. This is about keeping her from getting.
Did you hear the reasoning they don't want her? I can't hear you, sister.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now what did I just heard you say? Oh, wow. Okay, what's the reasoning they didn't want her?
Yeah, I'm hearing that I'm hearing that the reason why they're trying to take him out is because they don't want her.
Yes, I got that part. But I say, What is the reasoning you hearing that they don't want her?
They don't want her. I mean, you could say that it's because she's a Black female. You could say that, but they don't. But they don't want her. And if he were to win again, then she would possibly could become.
So you hit your mute button again or something?
No.
Okay, I can hear you now. Let me see, because I still can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. I think something.
Yeah, and I have an echo on this. I have an echo on this side. So you know what? If you don't mind, I can try back. You can go to somebody else, and I'll exit and come back in and see if this echo goes away.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. What we got here? Brother James.
What's going on? How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I hear you just fine. Yeah, I see that earpiece on. I know what you're doing.
Yeah. I'm going through Missouri right now on my way back to Iowa.
Okay. You ran through any sundown towns?
Oh, I just left Texas.
Oh, man. So what part of Texas?
I came down to Mansfield and Then I went up 35, but it's sundown towns all over the country, so it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
I avoid
no
them.
doubt.
I avoid them.
No doubt.
I-
So
I-
let me ask you a
I
question,
wonder-
brother.
Go ahead.
You think they're gonna remove Biden?
Nope.
No. Okay. Why they not gonna remove Biden?
Because it's too late and they ain't got nobody they can rally around. With all the rabble rousing going on already, is a civil war. No matter who you pick, they're already going to be a wounded candidate. They don't have nobody to rally around. So I'm looking at this Democratic civil war as is the white money guys going against the black bootlegs, because the white money guys saying they want him to go, but it's people like DL Hughley and Rowley and the rest of them jumping up and down saying keep him. So the guys with all the power and the influence is the ones who want him to go. So I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's political theater for me.
Well, you know that old statement, money talks and BS walks.
Yeah, I mean, I live in Iowa, but I'm originally from New Orleans. So
Man, you live in Iowa?
I've been living up here 14 years.
Man, what brought you all the way up there?
Man, I've been a truck driver for so long. The economic opportunities. I got my hands wrapped up in some stuff, and the deals that I got, I just couldn't pass up. I've been able to put 3 children through college, so yeah, it has its advantages. It was a culture shock for me.
I bet it was. What were you in Des Moines?
No, I'm in Marshalltown. Hell, Des Moines. Let me tell you something, Phil. Des Moines, they call it Des Moines, Africa. There's more Africans in Des Moines than there's more Africans in Iowa than they are Black Americans. I can guarantee you that.
You know, I kind of heard that because this lady
there's
that was
more Africans.
I heard that recently, maybe about a month or two ago. I heard that. So where's all the Black Americans staying at? What town?
Maybe they say Waterloo is supposed to be like the biggest black town in Iowa. You got Mason City, Council Bluffs. I mean, for the majority of the black folks up here, they African, and now the Haitians starting to come up here. So you got more
immigrants to Iowa.
Oh boy, Iowa's immigrant central.
Well, it makes sense. It makes sense because any state where them folks are at, their population is tanking because they're not having no children. So it makes sense.
They got the Hispanics, the Burmese, the Africans, and now the Haitians is the newest groups. Those Ukrainians and them Afghans, they bringing them in by the plane loads up here. They giving them a hand. They giving them a foot up.
Biden.
They coming in Iowa by the plane loads. No, not Biden. Joni Ernst and Kim Reynolds, the governor and the senator.
The Republican
they said
governor.
Bring them here. Yeah. The Republicans ain't against. Let me tell you something, Phil. The Republicans love illegal immigration just as much as the immigrants. The Democrats, I'm sorry. Because if they didn't, they would make laws to punish the landlords and the businesses that hired them and housed them. They all love it. They all love it.
Yeah, well, look, man, I said a long time ago, they can shut down all that real simple. They got E-Verify as a law on the books. They can require all employers that hire somebody to do E-Verify. They do not enforce that. I know because I've hired people.
I want to say two things, and then I'm going to let somebody else get on. First off, for the election, I'm voting for my barbecue pit. I got a brand new smoker for Christmas, so I'm going to turn it on and see how good it works. So I'm going to be smoking meat and making potato salad, so I won't be voting. I'm just going to stay home. And second off, I wanted to say that the immigrants, let me give y'all a heads up, especially y'all Hispanics. This town I live in, all these Hispanic dudes that's taking over landscaping and construction, them white dudes going to City Hall and saying, hey, go out there on these private job sites and ask these guys if they got license and insurance. And if they don't, they've been shutting them down in the town I live in. So they starting to get their wake-up call. They're starting to get their wake-up call because, that was something they muscled in from us, construction and landscaping. Now they're taking it from these white dudes up here, and these white dudes ain't playing that.
Yeah, but see, they here now, so they could try, but they gonna operate. If they came, some of them came here illegally, they gonna do landscaping illegally. They ain't worrying about them. You watch. They think they gonna stop them by doing some Karen stuff. That's not gonna stop them people.
I'm saying,
Trust me, it's not gonna stop
what I'm
them.
saying is, I know people from both communities up there, and I've been watching. They're enforcing that shit up here. I mean, I forgot that stuff up here.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised when you see them start walking up on these small job sites where these guys pouring backyards and sidewalks. You know how they come here, they just go get a name made up and put a sticker on the side of the truck, and a bunch of them go around and work under the table. Then they cutting into them folks' pockets, and them folks they using the law against them. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but trust me, I'm in Texas, bro. I know how the immigrants get down. They don't care about no laws, bro. They gonna do everything they can to go around it.
I know what you mean.
Brother, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. All right. Hold on. I saw somebody down here I was about to let on. Did she leave? I saw somebody down here. Kay, are you trying to come on, Kay? I can't see your Does it say device is not connected, Kay? All right, let's see here. You say you in San Diego and you know too? Yeah. Okay, what time it is? I thought Kay was gonna come on here. All right. Okay, well, let's say it is 8:00. It's about that time to wrap up. So I'm probably just gonna go ahead and wrap this show up, ladies and gentlemen. It's been good. It's been good. So let me go ahead on and switch my screen here. All right. So you heard what's going on in Iowa. Heard what's going on just all over the country. When we do these things, we do have a time limit. So, make sure your cameras is turned on, all of that. But I thought it was a good conversation tonight. It was a good conversation. Make sure y'all have a great weekend. That's for sure. I want to make sure I tell y'all that. Make sure you have a great weekend. Also, when you talk about you got 11 spots left on the Ethiopia tour, make sure you get that. And make sure you always join us Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, here on the African Diaspora News Channel. Make sure you subscribe to all our channels, whether it's Malume's Exodus, the Black Congregation, the Phillip Scott Show, the Phillip Scott Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to all the channels, download the app, and that, African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and the Apple App Store. Once you get there, create an account, and you can do a monthly membership, quarterly membership, or yearly membership. Of course, we got content coming up all the time. We actually going to start having true crime type of content coming as well. I was waiting on some thumbnails, but we're going to have true crime. That's going to be something new.